The signs are all there.
The United Nations has declared a climate emergency, calling it a code red for humanity.
Scientists say the planet is warming faster than at any time in at least 2,000 years.
It is unequivocal.
This is the beginning of a permanent emergency.
But what if it's all hogwash? What if what we've really had this year is nothing more than what folks used to call a hot summer? And not even close to the hottest summer this nation has ever experienced.
A heat wave in America and hundreds of thousands leave New York.
The summer heat this year wasn't even close to 1936.
The 1930s were really when the terrible heat waves were.
Tony Heller of RealClimateScience.com is an environmentalist who, as an electrical engineer, helped develop the modern computer microprocessor. His website has become a collection of weather history which shows it was a lot hotter 90 and 100 years ago than it is today.
The claims that summers are getting hotter are simply not true. During 1936, 21 states set their all-time temperature record, and none set them this year.
In the 1930s, most of the nation saw temperatures over 100 degrees. Without air conditioning, it was common for families to sleep outdoors. Many thousands died. And what would become known as the Dust Bowl forced the migration of 3.5 million climate refugees out of the Great Plains and Midwest, many of them to California.
During the 1930s, places like Wisconsin were seeing temperatures of 114 degrees. North Dakota was 121 degrees. 100-degree temperatures were very common in the Midwest prior to about 1960, but since 1960, they've become much less common.
But what about wildfires? News reports suggest they're getting a lot more common. But the record shows wildfire burn acreage is down 90% from the 1920s and 30s. One reason wildfires seem to have increased is because the wildfire data before 1983 has been erased. The website of the National Interagency Fire Center used to show how wildfires were much worse in the 1920s and 30s. That has been removed. The reason given by the National Interagency Fire Center? Prior to 1983, the federal wildland fire agencies did not track official wildfire data using current reporting processes. So now when the media visit the website, it shows wildfires steadily getting worse. And it's not just wildfire data that's been changed. Heller documents how NASA has also changed its historic weather data. Back in 1999, its temperature graph showed that the warmest temperatures in the 1900s happened in the 20s and 30s. Sometime later, NASA changed the graph, and it now shows U.S. Summer temperatures growing warmer. Andrew, Terry?
Fascinating report, Dale. You know, who really benefits from keeping the hysteria, or to quote you from earlier in your report, the possible hogwash over climate change going?
Well, scientists definitely get a lot more funding if they put the words climate change in their research, whatever they're doing. But it really helps people who don't like fossil fuels and don't like our economic system. And this is a very effective tool in changing that, getting us on expensive alternative energy sources that aren't as reliable. And as I said, they cost a lot more money.
Well, Dale, this week, Hurricane Ida hit New Orleans on the anniversary of the date Katrina made landfall 16 years ago. Catastrophic hurricanes are sometimes used to support this idea that we're in a climate emergency. What can you tell us about that?
Well, the record clearly shows that catastrophic weather events are not getting worse. And in fact, during the colonial era, they had monster hurricanes along the East Coast. In Norfolk, Virginia, there's a peninsula called Willoughby Spit. That was formed by one of these hurricanes, and it's measured the landmass in square miles. It's huge, and that's all sand that was pushed together and formed by one of these monster hurricanes.
Dale, all this is not just a debate over the weather. Obviously, it's costing taxpayers a lot of money. So tell us about the price tag that comes with the climate emergency.
Well, I mean, the price tag on AOC's Green New Deal is $93 trillion. I mean, in a way, that's a pipe dream. But I would encourage all our viewers to investigate how much in carbon taxes they're already paying, because they're beginning to be embedded in a lot of the city taxes that we're paying.
Well, Dale, thanks for joining us. You can get all the latest news and more when you download the CBN News app today.
Hello, I'm Gordon Robertson. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more encouraging videos like this one. Welcome to the 700 Club Interactive family, and God bless you.